Hello, this is Patriot of the Republic, Mike Fulmer. I would like to discuss symbology, Illuminati symbology. You could see it all through this nation, this country. Here's a good example. The music industry, you could see it on record covers, Phil Collins' greatest hits. You'll have uh, a lot of Illuminati symbols, the all-seeing eye. Uh, a Madonna going like this, Michael Jackson doing this sign. That's an Illuminati sign. Also, Paul McCartney does that sign. Um, you could go to Starbucks. It's a pagan goddess. That's an Illuminati. It's a sun goddess. That's an Illuminati symbol. The Freemasons, their logo. Uh, the CBS all-seeing eye. When Jay-Z does this, I'm trying to get when it when you see Jay-Z do this, Beyonce Knowles at the Super Bowl last year when the Giants, no, it wasn't the Giants, the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. When you see Beyonce Knowles during the Super Bowl ceremonies, when she's singing, she's going like this. Um, that's the other Illuminati. Well, the Beatles, Farley, he has a lot of influence, Illuminati ties, pagan ties. Um, uh, the forefathers, George Washington, he was fearful of the Illuminati to infiltrate the Brotherhood, the Freemason Society. Uh, it, there's other things about the Illuminati. Let me explain what the Illuminati is. They believe in a one world government, a one world religion, and a one world banking system where you won't have the freedom of choice and the freedom to worship our Heavenly Father. Christianity won't be accepted. This was a Christian nation. The forefathers knew about God, the Heavenly Father. They knew a lot about the Christian Bible, and you had mom and dad teaching from from the Holy Bible, teaching their kids, their offsprings, how to read and spell. And then they taught. The second thing that they taught reading and spelling was the constitutions, the original 13 colonies when they ratified in 1776 the first state constitution that was ratified out of the original 13 colonies was here in Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And if you see the works of any constitution, including the U.S. Constitution, um, it has "I shall nots." They got it from the Ten Commandments. I shall not murder. I shall not commit adultery. I shall not steal, and so on and etc. But there's a lot of Illuminati signs. The CBS resembles the all-seeing eye. On the American dollar bill, you got the pyramid with the broken pyramid with the all-seeing eye. It says "enlightened ones." Uh, it, there's a lot of Illuminati influence there with the symbols. And then you go with these bloodlines. You could date the stuff back to ancient Egypt with the all-seeing eye of the pyramids. What was the Egyptians, the all-seeing eye, Sarah? Was that Ra, the sun god, or? Well, that the all-seeing eye dates back to ancient Egypt with the pyramids, the Sphinx. Like I said, Bloodlines of the Illuminati. You could read. There's a very good book that talks about the Illuminati, the 13 Bloodlines of the Illuminati by Fritz Sprudermeyer. Springmeyer. Uh, he actually, after he wrote the book, he went to jail for robbing a bank, and he wasn't even there. He wasn't at the bank, and he wasn't even there. They just threw him in jail. Said, "You're guilty of robbing this bank." That, shortly after he wrote this book. Well, you could buy reprints of the Bloodline 13. The Bloodlines of the Illuminati at Infowars.com for $50-$60. You could also buy it off of Amazon for that amount of money. And if you want to buy it at a bookstore that would handle it, you'll pay a couple $100 or more for the book. They had to do a lot of recopies, issue reprints of it. But we could also talk about they want a one world religion, a one world government, and a one banking system where there won't be no freedom of choice. I believe I've said that earlier in this video. I hate repeating myself constantly. Sometimes I forget. I'm doing these videos on the fly. But anyway, the Illuminati, they're a bunch of Luciferians. They believe in Lucifer. That's their god. And they believe in whatever demons and so on and etc. Paganism, it has a relationship with these Satanists that believe that they're the actual enlightened ones. We could talk about bloodlines of the Illuminati. You got the George Bushes, the Bush family. They're definitely connected through Freemasonry. George Herbert Walker Bush is a 33-degree Freemason, and his father, Prescott Bush, 33-degree Freemason, also skull and bones. And you got Bill Clinton and John Kerry. They're also skull and bones. Illuminati, 33-degree Freemasons, so on and etc. And then you look at the groups, roundtable groups, the Council on Foreign Relations, known as the CFR. They control a good amount of our news media outlets, and they have a main base in Washington, D.C., at our nation's capital, and their main headquarters is right on Wall Street in New York, in Manhattan. You got John D. Rockefeller, David Rockefeller, the son of John D. Rockefeller. He said how he wants to destroy the United States and wants to be basically our rulers. He brags about that in his memoirs. And his father, let's talk about, they have connections with the Illuminati. They're one of the bloodlines, so on and etc. His father had a quote: "Competition is a sin. Someday I want to be your ruler, and I want to be your king." Well, and they're also pushing for Agenda 21, the John D. Rockefeller family. He said competition is a sin, and I want to be your ruler and someday be your king. Here's a good example. Agenda 21, the UN, the League of Nations. They're pushing Agenda 21, where you won't have the right to, it will restrict you from travel, and the right to own private property. It violates the Fourth Amendment. It violates all the amendments in our Constitution and state constitution here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. But I'll get into this Agenda 21. It's John D. Rockefeller and David Rockefeller. They firmly support Agenda 21 and Codex Alimentarius, the controlling of our food. They want to see a mass. And that also has a strong connection with the Georgia Guidestones. They talk about eliminating 10%, no, 90% of the world's population through Codex Alimentarius and Agenda 21. But here's a good example how competition is a sin. Here in Allegheny County, in the 40s and 50s, there was a bunch of mom and pop mass transit systems. Well, no more. In March of 1964, they did the finalizing of merging and calling it the Port Authority of Allegheny County. So that shows a strong standing for Agenda 21, the right to travel, the God-given right to travel. They're controlling mass transit, and I feel strongly that's under Agenda 21. Then you got the Hole to Nowhere. It goes under the river, right to the stadiums in the Carnegie Science Center and the gambling casinos. That's also FEMA. It's one of the FEMA camps. That's going to be a big FEMA camp. Center with PNC Park and Heinz Field. But anyway, you got something that also falls under Agenda 21. It's a eugenics program. Obamacare has a lot of Agenda 21 eugenic things in the healthcare, the Affordable Health Care Act known as Obamacare. There's abortion. It supports abortion, and it also supports death panels for old people. That's what Hitler believed in. He was also a eugenics. And Margaret Sanger, a straight up eugenics, part of the American Eugenics Society here in the United States. She communicated with Hitler through telegrams how to demoralize a Christian nation by bringing abortion and the abortion clinics here to the United States. Margaret Sanger is the founder of the abortion clinics, and this Obamacare basically controls abortion, the killing of a baby, and death panels for old people. You got the air, the chemtrails. It's putting poison in the air. And then whenever it rains, it puts it in the water and in the dirt. It's destroying the soil. It's killing the wildlife, the fish. It's affecting me. It's affecting my dad, my girlfriend, my friend Tom Ains, and everybody else that I could name. But this falls under Agenda 21, and it all ties up. It all has ties with the Illuminati. Well, this is Mike Fulmer saying so long and goodbye for now and adios. Oh, you could Google everything that I'm saying. Google All Seeing Eye, CBS, the Michael Jackson symbol, and Paul McCartney also does it on one of the albums. What's that gentleman's name? The old man that's a Luciferian. Can you come here, please? Alistair Cawley. This is my girlfriend Sarah. Just say hi. Well, this is Patriot of the Republic saying so long and goodbye for now. And adios, everyone. Take care and God bless. Bye. I'm out for now.